Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm filming this little segment because I just got done watching a video from Spheric Reptiles, Paul. I can't recall his last name at the moment, but he gave me some insight on mm, some suggestions for breeding regarding weight and readiness in your females that previously I hadn't really considered. So I have a female right now, Blondie, in my collection. She is a butter and she hypo. Um, and she is right about 1354 grams. I'll have to check the book here in a second. But Jake is 1100 grams and some odd grams on top of that. But he's ready to breed, and that's his partner is Blondie because they're both visual hypo. He's inchy yellow belly hypo, het clown, het desert ghost. And she's just, as far as I know, visually butter inchy hypo. Tested negative for chocolate because she has some staining in her. I don't know if it's blackheaded or if it's allelic, one of the strains in the allelic combo of chocolate, spot nose, spider, blackhead, all that stuff, or if it's just the hypo that's graying her out. But at some point, depending on if she breeds successfully, and depending on what the babies look like when they hatch out, I may have her full panel tested just because she came from a pet shop locally, and the breeder listed her originally as chocolate butter NG hypo. So he was wrong on the chocolate, so surely he was guessing on his visual, his best guess visually. But clearly he had chocolate in the pairing, or he wouldn't have even guessed that to begin with. So, what was I going to say? Oh, and there may be a het gene mixed in there that he didn't bother to mention just because he knew he was selling it to basically wholesale to a pet store. And how many people are going to wander into a regular neighborhood pet store and be like, yo, is this het for anything? So I'm curious myself if she has anything in her. So, basically I'm filming this just to talk about that for a second. And then I'm going to eventually take this camera off the pod and then flip the camera and see, I'll let you watch me put Jake into Blondie's enclosure, which Jake is directly below her. And both of them have stopped feeding. So I'll have to check the calendar and see when the last time either one of them ate was. But Blondie's refused food the last 3 attempts, and she has recently shed within a week, I think, a week or so. And usually, when you try to feed a snake and they don't eat, you wait a while. But because Blondie's such a voracious eater, I mean, like clockwork, this woman eats. I thought, well, maybe she just wasn't ready right after her shed, or maybe in one occasion, the first instance, I did check her cage and she had some stool in there from when she shed. And some of my snakes, y'all, are really good at hiding their stool. They will literally burrow their bodies under the substrate if it's thick enough. If it's 3 to 4 inches thick, they'll go underneath and poop, and then I won't even know it's there until I start actually digging. But usually the smell gives it away. Like normally I can walk into this office when I get home from work, and it will have a stench in the air. And I know that one of the snakes has done some business. Just because I keep these doors behind me shut and the heat going in here, the smell usually cooks up really well. So that was the first reason she didn't eat. The second and third attempts were just me having rats out for other snakes, and I thought, well, let me just try her first, and then if she doesn't eat, the other snakes can eat. So that's basically 2 and 3. So she's had 3 strikes, hasn't eaten. Jake, I think, has had 3 strikes. And both of them have had recent sheds, and they're both apparently of mature breeding size, or at least Blondie could be ovulating, and that she's very swollen. By the way, I just actually shot a video of her a couple of days ago, maybe a day ago, and she was just swollen, like tubular all the way through, just like a Mountain Dew bottle, just swole. So she could very well be ovulating. So as per suggestion from Paul, I don't want to miss the window. What if she is ovulating and I don't pair her to stimulate more ovulation follicle growth? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and pick Jake up. It's the middle of the day. Usually, I won't say usually, but the last time that I paired Teddy with Nala, it was the middle of the night. It was like 3 in the morning when I got home from work. And they were both out on the prowl, so they locked up pretty quickly. I would say within 10 minutes they were locked. But I don't know what's going to happen in this attempt with Jake and Blondie, number one, because it's daytime and they're both sleeping pretty hard. It may take them a while to even wake up and figure out what's going on. And then, just for variant reasons, they may just not be ready. But we're going to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around at this point. Oh my gosh, I can hear Rose upstairs stomping around. She'll probably be in here at any moment. I'm snowed in. My car is just buried in the snow on the street. The plows came through and just put a 2-foot wall right up against my driver's side door. And all around front and back, we had quite a bit of snow drift here in our neighborhood. So here comes Rose. She's getting ready to push the door open, y'all. I can hear her toes. You trying to come in? Come on. Push the door open. Here she goes. What's up? All right, so I flipped the camera, and there's my vehicle just to show you guys. Yep, it's locked in there pretty good. Go Bulldogs. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door back because apparently Rose took off. Yep, she's gone. All right, so gonna make the attempt to take Jake out and have him visit with Blondie. And then we'll check humidity. Her cage looks a little dry on the surface, but sometimes that's deceiving. 73. So I may put a little bit of more water. And it says the ambient temp is 75, but usually it's a little warmer on this side. There's Blondie. So we're going to go ahead and put Jake in here and see what happens. And I may want to turn the heat up just a little bit to see what's going on. So she's clean. There's no poop down there, so I don't have to worry about them not locking for reasons of sanitary cage or lack of. But I'm gonna see if Jake's under here. He's usually under here. Here's Jake. All right, so we're gonna snatch him from his comfort. Come on, little buddy. And again, Inchy, Yellow Belly, Hypo, Het Clown, Het Desert Ghost. Got him from the Ball Hatchery, I believe in Hampshire, New Jersey, or New York out there. So, Jill Valiant, or Valant, is the breeder that I got him from. And he's a strong dude. Again, he's 1,100 grams plus some odd numbers. And then Blondie scaled in at 1354 the other day. But I'm going to go ahead and put him in here and see what happens. And hopefully they'll have a nice welcoming interaction and Blondie won't go batshit crazy on him and do something stupid. I think I will forever have a worry and or fear of what can happen when you pair snakes, simply because a long time ago I owned a pair of jungle carpet pythons that I introduced into the same enclosure, and the female literally struck the male, killing him instantly. I don't know if she punctured a lung or hit him in the heart. I don't know what happened, but she lunged, struck him. There was a big thud. I woke up, checked the cage, or got up. Something happened. They had been in the cage. Yeah, I woke up, so they had been in the cage okay for a while together. And then out of nowhere, something happened. Don't know if... I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. But basically, she killed him. So I'm always a little worried. So I'm going to go ahead and close this glass, which is going to make it really dirty and really hard to film. But it just is what it is. So I'm going to have to come back, because obviously I'm not going to be able to stand here and wait and watch what happens. But that's going to be it for now, guys. So there's the pairing. And just to go ahead and kind of like document the details of what we're looking at, we've got all the way back to the 13th. Blondie ate on the 13th, and it is now the 26th. So almost 2 weeks since she's eaten, okay? And then we have to find Jake's name on this board, and I don't have my glasses on at the moment, so it's taking me a second to locate that name. I think it's right here. Jake ate on the 7th. So he's going into almost his 3rd week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, so that's him. And then Jake shed on the 20th, and Blondie shed on the 22nd. So they're about a week post shed. So that's what we got going on there. And Blondie being the first in my collection, her book is right up front, and she was 1334 grams at the last scale, roughly 5 days ago. So Jake was the Yep, this is Jake's. Jake at his last scale was 1126. So there's that. So we have 1126 and 1334. So that's their weight together. And yeah, he's cruising around the cage. I'm sure there's pheromones all over that thing because I haven't tossed, or actually I've tossed her substrate, but I haven't replaced it in a while. So he's already lifting his tail. So he's got it figured out. He's about the business. He just has to locate Blondie under her hut, but his tail is already lifting. You can see that plain as day. He's lifting. So it's just a matter of her coming out or him going in. And then once he goes in, that's it. We won't see anything because I'm not lifting the hut just to document. And I doubt she's going to come out. She may. Who knows? But Blondie has for a while, her cage used to look like Nala's. It used to look like Jake's. It used to look like Peanut's old cage with plenty of foliage and branches and all the stuff. But Nala just, her branches, she was utilizing them so much that they just started weighing down. And because, I don't know if they're just cheaply made or whatever, but the little spindles that go inside the branches that come through the outside of the cage for the wing nut to adhere to them just broke, literally just cracked the branches. And I have since to replace her branches. So Blondie no longer has branches, but she does enjoy going up in them, so I should probably replace them soon to give her that enrichment back in her cage soon. But with all this, if this pairing goes successful, she may not want to do too much adventuring. She may just want to start coiling up, building follicles, or whatever they do. I'm not going to pretend to know a lot of breeding terminology or behavior. This is kind of me learning as I go and listening to other breeders give advice and helpful hints via their YouTube channels or talking directly to them. I do have the privilege to be able to speak to some successful breeders when they come to the Indy Midwest Reptile Show here in Indianapolis every few months whenever they can make it out here. Mike Wells is always willing to talk to me via text, phone call, or in person. I do enjoy talking to Mark Petros. So yeah, those are the two breeders I can fall back on. And then you know, there's been people I've reached out to via internet. So Jake's getting nosy and he's going in her tub or her hut. I hope he doesn't get attacked because he is my powerhouse male, being that he is a visual hypo and het for desert ghost and clown. Like, I specifically bought a female just to pair him with, and that is Ginger. Ginger is a phantom that is triple het for desert ghost, clown, and hypo. And she is probably maybe 600 grams, 7. No, actually, yeah, she was close to 7 the other day when I scaled her. So she's got a whole nother year to go before she's anywhere near breeding size. But yeah, I'm looking forward to pairing those two up down the road just to see if I could get ridiculous odds and have a visual desert ghost hypo clown. That'd be great. But he's crowding his way into Blondie's hut, and he's still alive. So this is great, guys. It's gonna get crowded in there real quick because they're both really, really big snakes. So yeah, his tail's flipping up, so he's already onto her pheromones. So hopefully, I can't see what Blondie's doing, unfortunately. But we're already 8.5 minutes into this video, y'all. So yeah, see, so like I just opened the glass and his tail went down. So now he's feeling a little vulnerable and a lot less romantic. So I probably should do the smart thing and back off if I want to have any chances of success here. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. Ending the video, and I'm going to let them get back to their business.